Are the Kree part of the arena meta? That's the question that I've been asking, and many people have been asking since we got word of this Kree rework and these 2 new characters. Well, I have my answer, and that is maybe. I'm going to explain in this video, so let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. Now, one of the big questions that has been asked ever since we saw this rework of the Kree is this going to be a arena meta team? Now, I think they're pretty good in Blitz. I think they are alright in the raids. I have yet to test that out because my Kree team is only about 100,000 or so not really viable in raids just because of their power level. But I think, just based on their kits, I think they will be good in raids, especially if you max them out. Now, I don't know if they'll be able to clear everything in raids without a problem, but I think they will be good once you build them up. The big question, though, was, are they viable in arena? And all we could do right now is theorycraft, because one of the teams with the Kree that I think will have a place in this arena meta is a Kree team with Captain Marvel. So because she's not out of the game, all we could do is theorycraft it, and there's a couple questions with her. One of the questions is the turn order of her ultimate, and it's been worded a few times differently for different characters and has worked differently. And with this, not really sure what the turn order is. The other thing is, how will this character be released? That is one of the big questions. Some have speculated a legendary character. Some have said she probably will be an event, which I think they'll be. But looking at Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which a lot of these elements have taken from that game and brought to this game, I think that there's a very strong possibility that she will have something to do with the Alliance Wars, or the way to attain her will be something with Alliance Wars. So we'll have to see on that, because she really makes this team work here. So how did this come about? I like this article because it brings me back to some of the roots that really attracted me to this game, and that is the theory crafting. So this article comes from Blue Moon Games. It was released a little earlier today. If you scroll up, it says February 22nd, which is when I'm recording this. And this theory crafting comes from the author, Uros Stojakovic. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If not, I apologize. But basically, it's talking about this Update 2.4, and it is asking the question, is this the end of the Brotherhood reign? Maybe that's not a question, but end of the Brotherhood reign. And as far as the reign of the Brotherhood, in Arena, they're still a very strong offense team, but they have had weaknesses on defense. I've even heard that a shield team can beat them on defense. But so there's a bunch of ways that you could beat them on defense. Now, the reason I ask, is the Kree a meta team, is because it looks like you can beat them when they are on defense, when the Brotherhood is on defense. So let's go take a look at this team that Uros put together here. So if we scroll down to the bottom of the article, it brings a statement that he made in the beginning of the game that the Kree will end the Brotherhood domination in Arena. I don't know if that will be the case because, like I said, they're not really dominant in their Arena defense, which is where you would use this. You put this Kree team up on defense and have the Brotherhood attack, and I think the Brotherhood still wins because of the mistakes that the AI will make. All right, so the team that he came up with, and I like this team, very smart team. Ronan, Kree Royal Guard, Kree Cyborg, Kree Noble, and Captain Marvel. Now, the thing about this team, it's going up against the Brotherhood, and there's a lot of factors that come into play when you're facing the Brotherhood with the turn order, and as you keep going deeper into the turns, it kind of changes up the turn order, so could happen. But on the first turn, you got Magneto that you have to worry about. Now, if you crit on the Brotherhood, well, he's going to give speed up to the rest of the Brotherhood, and that could switch up the turn order. The other thing you need to take into account is Pyro and Magneto. If they get hit, they get some speed bar. And you're going to be getting some speed bar with this team because of you need to hit Pyro on one of these. So, all right, so let's go take a look at how I would place these guys. Wasn't covered in this video, but this is how I would place them. And this is the team that he built right here. So we have Kree Royal Guard right at the end. I like to put my tanks at the end. I like this end, but it doesn't really matter. You could switch up the order and transpose this horizontally. All right. So Kree Royal Guard right there because he's gonna have his taunt up, and you want the splash damage away from your team as much as possible. Kree Cyborg right here on this end, and that's mainly because these three characters are more important than Kree Cyborg. He can take a little bit of a hit as well, has okay armor, has some okay health, but he can take a hit, so I want him right here. Next, we're putting Ronan right there because that's the only spot for him, because you want Kree Noble right above my head. You want Kree Noble right at the end, and for those assists, because now with the rework, Kree Noble's assist is determined by where you have this person placed, so not as random. It is how you place your team, so I think that the most damage will be coming from Captain Marvel, so I want her right here next to Kree Noble. So that is how I would place this team. Let's go and take a look at the turn order right here, and this was also suggested by Uros there. All right, so turn order, Magneto going first. He's always going first. He's going to start with Magnetic Vortex. That's pretty much what you do. You're going to pull everybody together. You're going to blind them. Now he's going to blind everywhere. On the dev notes, it said it was on a special, but it is actually on the ultimate. So that screws up a lot of teams. It's going to be hard to beat them. Like I said, I don't know if this team would beat them on defense, but you're definitely on offense. You're going to have a good shot to beat them. Depends on who the AI chooses to attack. Next into turn order, very fast. Coming up is Captain Marvel. Let's take a look at her abilities. You're gonna want to open with binary. Now, I said again, a lot of this team is dependent on the order that this is. So if it's going to be an attack, then clearing negative effects, then going to binary, or like it's written, like it should be, gaining binary, then clearing all negative effects. Very important because you need to clear that blind from Magneto. And then you're going to attack the primary target for 540% damage. That's at level 6. If you go to level 7, that's 640% damage. And if you bring the passive all the way up, you're going to get an extra 25, or just it being in binary, you're going to get an extra 25% damage. So that is 800% damage that you're doing. Plus, when you're in binary, at the end of the turn, attacking all enemies for 150% damage. So a lot of damage. Most likely a one-turn kill. And I think one of the biggest threats after Magneto, because Magneto's already done his big threatening move, is going to be Pyro. So you want to take out Pyro, and this should kill him, especially if you have Captain Marvel built up a lot. And that's kind of where that farming question comes in. So very big move. Pyro probably gone, but may still be there. All right, so this could be a problem even with the AI. And that is Mystique. Mystique's going to open with Shapeshifter. She's going to attack the primary target, and it's going to trick the enemy, gaining 200% damage for this attack. Now, this probably will not one-shot kill one of your guys unless they're very underleveled, but the randomness comes in. You don't know who she's going to attack. She could attack anybody. She could attack Ronan, maybe kill him, could attack Noble, Cyborg, could attack Captain Marvel, although Captain Marvel did her big move is not as bad, as at least for turn 1. So someone is going to be going very low health from Mystique's move. Then you have Kree Royal Guard going because he has the next in line for the speed. And I did calculate this turn order to double check this, and this is the correct turn order for everything, even with these bonuses. Now, even if Captain Marvel, when she's attacking Pyro, gets a crit, at this turn order does still hold up. And even though Pyro is still gaining that 150% of his speed bar, it is still going 15% of his speed bar, which is 150 ticks of the speed bar. That is still the order there, if Pyro manages to survive. Kree Royal Guard still has blind on him, but is going to do this special right here, gaining taunt, giving defense up to all Kree allies when it's level 7. Healing self, so pretty good if if Mystique attacks Kree Royal Guard and he heals a little bit right there. So that would be ideal situation. And you're going to heal for an extra if Ronan is an ally. Let me actually move this up a little because, yeah, this would probably be the ideal situation for Mystique to attack. Now, if Pyro manages to survive all that from Captain Marvel on turn 1, he is going and he's attacking. This is where things could get screwed up because you really want to get Pyro dead. So hopefully this is a non-issue, but if Pyro manages to survive, he's going to go with Pyrotechnics here, attacking primary target and adjacent targets for 180% damage. This is the bad one right here, though. Applying 2 bleeds for 2 turns, clearing 2 positive effects from each target, and that could be your defense ups. You know, unless this gets resisted because of those defense ups, but they're gone. If Magneto is an ally, clear all positive effects from each target, and that could be bad. So hopefully Pyro dies on that first turn, but that is going to be happening on turn 1 if you're not lucky. And Pyro has you got like some crazy 7-star Pyro that you're going up against. All right, next is going to be Saber-Tooth. Now, does have 2 options. Normally, the AI goes with the ultimate, which is attacking the primary target, applying bleed for 2 turns. The chain. Now, this is where it could really screw up. Would be really good to have someone in stealth right next to Kree Viable to stop this chain, but everybody is getting hit. And again, depends who Mystique hit. It could be really bad, but hopefully those defense ups help because he's attacking Royal Guard for 380% damage, applying bleed for 2 turns. Hopefully that gets resisted because you're getting some extra resistance, and you still should have those defense ups at this point because hopefully Pyro is gone. Then he's gonna chain 330% damage at his max level and applying bleed for 2 turns. So again, hopefully this gets survived upon. And we can't really test this out, like I said, because it is all 3 crafting, because it does rely heavily on Captain Marvel. Now, next in the turn order is going to be Ronan. And if we go to Ronan, his kit, this is where the blinds get removed. He's going to summon 2 Kree allies at 340% normal damage, and then 100% of normal health. But here we go. Clearing 2 negative effects from each of the allies. Those are 2 of the bleeds. Hopefully removing the ones from Saber-Tooth and not the ones also from Pyro. But you could possibly summon a Reaper or a Noble, or 2 Reapers or 2 Nobles. So a couple different variants there. All of these guys have some good attacks. After that, you're getting your Noble. And this is actually where the turn order gets screwed up, because if one of the crits happened with Captain Marvel, Juggernaut could actually jump in front of Kree Noble or Kree Cyborg for this first turn. But more likely than not, with that big hit, or I don't know, it could go either way. But let's just say Kree Noble is the next turn, which I think is the more likely scenario. You're gonna use Imperial Decree. And if Pyro's not dead here, you're going to want to finish Pyro off with this move. If he is dead, you have 2 choices. Go after Magneto and avoid that special that he has coming up. Or go after the damage dealer in Saber-Tooth and try to avoid his special. I've tried both ways with other teams, and both have been successful. So this is something that we do need to test, but you're gonna either try to kill Magneto or try to kill Saber-Tooth. Then you got Cyborg, and if that attack didn't kill one of these guys at that point, Cyborg could go in and finish it off there. So you should hopefully be down 2 of the Brotherhood. So it's 3 versus whatever you have. So hopefully you've gotten lucky and you have the 5 initial Brotherhood, or initial Kree, and then you have the 2 that Ronan summoned. So hopefully everything is good and you're in a 7-on-3 scenario at this point. And then Juggernaut's got his move. He's not doing anything except taunting. And, you know, maybe one of those Kree Nobles can remove that, or Ronan can remove that. But that is when the battle starts, and that's when a lot of RNG. But after that first turn, guys, this is looking pretty good. So let me know in the comments what you think of this team. I like it. I gave it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think, though. That is it for this video. I hope you like this. If you do like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash on that like button, join the notification squad. You can also support the channel by clicking on the BlueStacks link down below. Download BlueStacks on your computer. You install it, doesn't cost you anything, it supports the channel. There's also a Discord link. Not a Discord, there is a Discord link, but there's also a Patreon link if you want to support the channel. So click on that, there's some cool rewards. I want to add more, so I want some feedback for what you guys would want from that. And I will see you guys next time. I do have one question before you go. What you gonna do, brother, when ValleyFlyin and all the Valley Maniacs come down on you, dude? ValleyFlyin, out!